Chetan, we've come to the end of the series. India beating Australia convincingly in the end, 4-0, including a win in the fourth and final test in Delhi. Just give us your overview of that final game at the Feroz Shah Kotla.
Well, John, it was a match of attrition, really, because when you consider the pitch that was very debated upon, that whether it is a pitch which is good enough for Test cricket or not. It became a matter of, as I said, attrition, where the batsman was struggling to put on any sort of partnership or in fact, whenever they came to the crease, it was even a better chance for the bowlers to take wicket, because the new batsmen, we've seen throughout the series, the new batsmen have struggled to get on with the partnerships. But here, it was an even worse situation. I mean, if you look at the fact that Nathan Lyon, who struggled throughout the series, took 7 wickets and bowled a nagging line from around the wicket, and the Indian batsmen, who have played him nonchalantly earlier, really struggled against him this time around. So yes, there was a bit of devil in the pitch, but if they were devils, then two batsmen showed really how to play on this particular track. I mean, one of them was actually a batsman, the other is actually a tail-ender, Peter Siddle with 2 half-centuries, as also Cheteshwar Pujara with 2 half-centuries in this particular test match. Standout batsman, in fact, for this particular test match. Really showed how to apply themselves on this particular pitch, really wanted to play straight at the time. Waited for the loose balls to score their runs, and that was perhaps the way to bat on this particular track. Even so, we had a good contest in 3 days. We had Australia fighting for the first time in the series, giving a good account of themselves. How much of it was Shane Watson's captaincy, we'll perhaps never know, because he'll probably give the reins of the team back to Michael Clarke for the Ashes series. But having said that, Australia tried to win this test match, tried hard. Despite the fact that they had lost 3-0, and the fight they showed was really, in a way, just showed that the 3-0 figure, the 3-0 scoreline did not really affect their morale, and they always, as they said time and again, they always wanted to win this last test match.
And finally, Chetan, having been to all the 4 games for us out there, what would you pick out as maybe some of your top moments or top highlights of it, sort of seeing the games live?
Well, I think Chennai is always a fantastic ground to watch Test cricket. The atmosphere was superb, and not just the atmosphere. I mean, you have to take into consideration MS Dhoni's double hundred. I've seen Cheteshwar Pujara's double hundred as well, but this was something special. This was counter-attacking batting at its best. It just came in 2 sessions of play. It just really knocked the wind out of the Aussies, and just really set India up for the remainder of the Test series. From then on, it was really just an Indian show. Hyderabad just showed that the Australian batsmen were really fickle against spin. Cheteshwar Pujara and Murali Vijay, another masterclass batting performance from both of them. And then, of course, the highlight of Mohali was Shikhar Dhawan's Test debut. I mean, who comes out to bat on their Test debut and bats like the way he did? I mean, from what I've heard players talk about, Test cricket debut has always been about nerves, about players feeling nervous at the crease, thinking about what will happen on the first delivery, where will the first run come from. And here he was, Shikhar Dhawan, just coming in, stroking his moustache and getting 180 odd runs without giving a single proper chance to the Aussie bowlers. And yes, for Delhi, I would say it was really the pitch that stole the show, because as I said in the first question that I answered today, it was a matter of attrition. It was always going to be a case of how long this test match was going to last. It lasted 3 days. Of course, watching Sachin Tendulkar bat perhaps for the last time on Indian soil was also a bit of a treat. Too bad that he didn't get too many runs, but he did get a half-century in Chennai, which was counter-attacking cricket at its best again. So all in all, a fabulous series for India. Well played to the Australians, and tough luck for them that they lost 4-0.